In early July of 2026, I attempted to backpack around the Timberline Trail, a 41-mile scenic trail with more than 10,000 feet of elevation gain that circumnavigates Mount Hood. I started my trek on a Monday morning at the historic Timberline Lodge. My plan was to hike clockwise around Mount Hood. 15 miles southeast of Mount Hood on that Monday was the growing Grasshopper Wildfire, which had already burned 31,000 acres. The fire was ignited 12 days earlier by a lightning strike. However, the winds were westerly and keeping the smoke away from the mountain when I began my hike. My first day hiking was smoke-free, but on day 2 the wind shifted easterly and ultimately ended my adventure. On Tuesday, the entire mountain was blanketed in smoke, and by Wednesday, the entire east side of Mount Hood was under a level 3 go now evacuation. I had to abort my trek on the Timberline Trail and divert off the mountain. In this video, you'll see all this unfold. So behind me, and you can't even see it because of the smoke, is Mount Hood. The Grasshopper fire has blanketed the area with smoke, and unfortunately it has closed the Timberline Trail. I got confirmation of that from the Forest Service. I was fortunate enough to have cell service at Cloud Cap, which is where I'm at now. So I'm going to spend the night here tonight and take a ski trail down the mountain on the north side of the mountain to Cooper Spur Mountain Resort, where from there I'll figure out how to get back to Timberline Lodge to get in my car. It's been fun. I guess I'll have to come back and do the whole thing some other time. I'm heading out on the Tilly Jane Trail. Did not sleep very well last night. The smoke rolled in very thick, and there was a nuisance deer in the campground that just kept looking for food around my tent. But the smoke is very thick this morning. I am glad to be heading off this mountain. The lower I go in elevation, the more ash is falling on top of me. Let me show you on the leaves. I have reached the end of all my trail travels on this journey. I have come to the Cloud Cap Road at the end of the Tilly Jane Trail, and I only got about 1.5 miles to go down this road to get me to Cooper Spur Mountain Resort. So having a beer at the Cooper Spur Mountain Resort as I am waiting for my Uber app to find a driver for me. If Uber can't find me a ride, I'm gonna have to probably walk another 1.5 miles down to Highway 35 and try hitchhiking back to Timberline Lodge. So no Ubers were available. They would not accept my fare. So I am hiking down to Highway 35 to hitchhike back to Timberline Lodge.